Match number 39 of this Dutch Bangla Bank Bangladesh Premier League, powered by Rocket and co-sponsored by Nexus Pay. We have got another double-header today where Rangpur Riders will take on Khulna Tigers in the day's first match.
Lovely conditions here, a bit of a cloud cover. We have got the skipper from Shohan, 𝗿𝗏𝗃 Miraj, Salim Shahid. Rangpur Riders versus Khulna Tigers. Shohan will spin the coin.
Tail. Tail.
So it is tail.
What have you decided?
Yes, I'm going to bat first.
Why?
Because I think wicket looks good. I think this is very important match. So we didn't get pressure in the second innings. Definitely we are chasing very, always pressure.
It's a do-or-die game. You understand that, because if you don't win today for some reason, then you'll not be able to move forward.
Yeah, definitely. I know this is very important match, and if we win, definitely we have a great chance to qualify in the second round. And definitely we look for win, and we hope we are excited about today's match. So we cannot think without win.
Right. Have you made any changes?
Yeah, we have a one chance. Unfortunate, Salman is not there because he got injured the last match, and their replacement by 𝗵𝗵𝗃 Hassan, and I think he got injured. He is debut in this BPL in this season.
Right. All the best.
Thank you.
Shohan, also important match for you. We know that if they lose, they're out of the tournament, but if you win, you qualify for the top 2 spots. Very important game.
Yeah, definitely. We have a very important match today, and we lost last 3 matches, so it's really important for as a team to recover from the losing side.
Yeah, last 3 matches have not gone your way, but you started so well in the tournament when you won those 8 matches on the trot. What's the message in the dressing room from you?
No, I think it's the important match for us, and we talked about this, that we need to win this match, and the main thing is we need to focus on our process, not to think about the result.
Right, and any changes?
Yeah, 2 changes.
Thank you very much, all the best.
Thank you.
Right. Well, the news from the middle is that Khulna Tigers have won the toss and they will bat first.
Well, it's a day game, and you think about the day game, and you think about the conditions where Kirtley just said it might be a little on the slow side. So, you look at name at the top there, Alex Ross, 𝗿𝗏𝗃, those sort of guys, Mahadul, these guys at the top there really have to get the majority of the runs. It's as simple as that. You got 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 there, very useful, but I like the Tigers today.
𝗵𝗃𝗃 was the only change for Khulna Tigers. Rangpur Riders, on the other hand, made 2 changes. Tawfiq Khan Tushar and Azizul Hakim, the youngster, coming in the playing 11. But I'd love to see the bowlers Nahid Rana, Aqib Jabed, Rakibul and Saifuddin alongside Mahdi will do the job with the ball for Rangpur Riders, beg your pardon.
Well, the Tigers for me, because they've won the toss, I think it's quite a good toss to win. Runs on the board, as I say, it's important, and they're more desperate, Maz, to win.
Yes, we are all desperate to see an exciting encounter. We go up to the com box with Shamim Chaudhary and Tino Maweo.
Thank you, Maza. All set to go. Rangpur Riders versus the Khulna Tigers. It's going to be a game that the Khulna Tigers need to do well, and you can see their captain out there, led from the front, has opened the bowling, has opened the batting, has done it all. Just needs to get them off to a good start here. Partnered in the middle by Mohammad Naeem Sheikh, who's got 333 runs in this edition of the BPL into his 11th innings, has a terrific strike rate of 141 plus. All set to go in this important match alongside me, Tino Maweo. Tino, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Shamim Chaudhary. Interesting one we have on the cards this afternoon. Disappointing. Last 3 matches from the Rangpur point of view. Done all the hard work though leading up to those matches, so qualification sealed. In fact, they were the first one to do so. Khulna desperate to get a victory here and keep their hopes alive.
Mohammad Saifuddin going to start off proceedings, a little kiss in the crotch before he goes off. And a lovely way to start the innings with the bat. And good work in the deep. Has got the foot in, but nicely driven square of the wicket by Mehdi Hasan.
𝗂𝗪𝗓. Bit too far to go down for him early on in the innings.
Got boots big enough to stop the ball going past. Size 12.
As most of those fast bowlers do. But yeah, what a comfortable start. Nice little push through the offside from Mehdi Hasan.
Oh, full toss, induced the edge. It's parried away by this left fielder to the gully fielder, but does not stop them from getting a run.
Yeah, it's a good thing the slip fielder got that right hand on the ball because there's no third man. Goes past him, then certainly a boundary.
Left-right combination, 𝗫𝗎𝗫𝐶 comes into strike now, no slip in position, short third. And a fine leg within 30. Takes a couple of steps forward.
Yeah, that slip's gone out and into a mid-wicket position to the left-hander because Saifuddin will swing the ball in. So he wants that man in at mid-wicket so he can stop the ball just as he did.
Two umpires officiating today. Ravindra Bhumalasiri from Sri Lanka. Experienced umpire. And Tanveer Ahmed, Bangladesh umpire. He's also doing the job for quite a while now. Masud Rahman Mukul. Full toss. Swung around now. Is it hanging in the air? No, just about. Goes across. Saifuddin thought he had an opportunity there. Hung in there for quite a while, didn't it?
It did. He's targeted the shorter boundary. Had it been the opposite side, he might have been in trouble, but just picked that up beautifully. Not often you see Mohammad Saifuddin bowling a full toss. There's been two already in this first over.
Quite right. He's normally a very meticulous bowler. 6 to 7 meters. Oh, he goes again. Now, this is not going to bother any of the fielders. They can only watch and see it sail over their heads. This is a tremendous strike.
That is huge. That ball's almost gone out the stadium. I think it's gone into the top tier of the grandstand. He knew straight away when he hit that. It's gone a long way up as well. It's into the second tier of the grandstand.
And that's quite a long way. We'll soon find out how long it was. 85 meters. That's mammoth. Oh, cramping for space, but a good first over for the Khulna Tigers. 16 coming from it. Second over to be bowled by Sheikh Mehdi. Pretty good. His economy is decent, 7.14. It's the 9 wickets, 4 for 27, his best in this edition of the BPL. Bowls from, uses the width of the crease quite a lot. So he's trying to use the angle of the ball rather than spin it early.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of spin early in this Dhaka final leg.
Clouded that. Now's the turn of 𝗫𝗎𝗫𝗫 to go after the bowling, and that's a flat 6. Appreciated by the owners. What a strike that is.
It's good awareness because you're talking about him not trying to turn the ball, just get the ball to go on with the arm. It means that it falls perfectly into 𝗫𝗎𝗫𝗫's arc to go leg side.
perfect start here for the Khulna team. Comes with some sense of purpose. Now he gives the ball a little bit of air, trying to extract some purchase, but it goes beyond the fielder into the deep for another single. Runs coming quite comfortably now. Bit hazy in Dhaka today. No evidence of the sun. Will be something in the air for the pace bowlers. Maybe a hint of movement in the air. Track has got that greenish tinge. Might aid seam movement. Seems to be a little more comfortable bowling to the right-handers. Sheikh Mahdi Hassan over the wicket, more closer to the line of the stumps, near the umpire when he goes across. It's pretty much wicket-to-wicket bowling. Nice flowing cover drive. What a beauty. That is a classic. That races away to the boundary.
He has been such a pleasure to watch in this BPL season. Mahdi Hassan, look at the way he just opens the face at the last moment so he can get the ball a couple of meters to the left of extra cover and to the boundary.
Placement perfect. He moves across now. He might have had him put himself in a spot of bother there, going across to the offside, trying to swivel it away. 11, big over once again. 27 without loss. Rangpur have qualified, of course, very early, the first team to qualify, 16, but they're having a bad run the recent games. Khulna need to win both their games to try and keep their hopes alive for a place in the top 4, the qualifiers. And they've started off very, very confidently here today. Immediate change of bowling, Saifuddin taken off. Akif Javed, exemplary, 18 wickets so far. This guy can generate a lot of pace, but what a nice way to negotiate that just back of length delivery, quietly playing it away for a single.
Well, what a start. 13 balls into the innings, 28 on the board. Rate up at 13. But this man has the ability to slow them down. He's been outstanding. 4 for 32, 3 for 23, 3 for 29, all in 4 overs. Only one match has he gone above 35 runs, and that was in 3.4 overs, but he's still got a couple of wickets. Got the ability to really rush the batters, surprise them.
So the batter taking the initiative on that occasion. Mahdi Hassan Miraj for the second time going across, trying to play the scoop, does not make contact. And that ball was going at pace. No wonder he didn't make contact. 149 clicks. Wow. Didn't look like that, did it?
That's the pace that I'm talking about. Listening to Sir Kirtley at the pitch report, he said he felt that the pitch would just slow the ball down a little bit to the seamers anyway. Don't mind that when somebody's bowling 149.
Oh, cramped him for space. What a brilliant delivery. Jack back after pitching. Really had him in a spot of bother. Did well to get away and get a run from that.
Have a look at this. This has certainly rushed him. Look at where his bat is when the ball wraps his back leg. still on its way down.
Fortunately for him, the ball was on its way up. He might have been caught pretty much in front. That little hop before he delivers gives him that, maybe that final momentum to just put some extra pace on the ball, consistently around the 145 mark. Mentioning the fact that if anyone's able to slow down that initial momentum by the batters, it would be Aqif Javed. He's done exactly that so far in this over. Just the 2 runs. Oh, it was a little over-pitched, allowed the batter to just make sure that he got most of his bat on that ball.
And I think they've been sensible, Mahedi and 𝗍𝗏𝗡𝗅, about how they've played him. They would know that he's the most dangerous in this Rangpur bowling lineup. And we've had a good start, so don't give him an opening. He's allowed to bowl good overs. We know we can get our runs off the others, and we've had a good start. Because if he gets an opening, he can get 2 or 3 very quickly.
Oh, he stood up and thrashed it, but straight to the fielder there. Tomashaka did well. Only 2 runs in that Aqif Javed over, 29 without loss. Mahdi to Mahdi. And one Mahdi plays it quite comfortably, wide of the fielder. Comes in and gets a run quite comfortably.
Khulna will be wanting these two to bat for as long as possible together. They're both the highest run scorers for Khulna in this edition of the BPL. Crucial for them to get a good number on the board in this game, as well as the next, because they need to win both of them to qualify into those playoffs. So very, very crucial.
Quick run taken here. They're just going back to that point. They need to win both the games, Tina, and also to have a look at that net run rate, because 3 teams might end up on equal points. It's been a quiet over. Didn't quite get where he wanted it to go. And look at that flick back. Very, very cheeky from the keeper. Oh, that is wide. He tried to drag it, maybe try to just put some extra revs on it, and it went awry. Real big wide. Nurul Hassan Sohan, skipper and the keeper. Oh, a bit of turn, and he swivels and puts it straight in the hands of the fielder there. Quite a comfortable catch at fine leg. They have struck.
Yeah, he's tried the shot a couple of times in the innings, Mahedi Hassan, and he wasn't able to pull it off. In fact, he wasn't able to get bat on ball. This time he does, but he's not able to get the elevation to get the ball over Aqif Javed at 45. Mahedi gets Mahedi for 21, 32 for 1.
Well, Sheikh Mehdi went for quite a few runs in his first over, but he's come back well with this one. Maybe Mehdi Hassan Miraj will be a little annoyed with himself. ample space on either side and not quite the middle of the bat.
Yeah, it's hit the top part of the bat. That's what the problem is. And once it hits right the top, you don't have the ability to get that elevation that he was looking for. 150th T20 wicket for 𝗿𝗫𝗄𝗃.
First ball, reverse by Ross. Well, that's the attitude these batters have these days. You'd think there's something of a premeditation on that and a risk factor. 397 runs in his BPL career.
Not sure if that's very brave or if that's very cheeky. Probably a bit of both.
That is the better way. Once you come in, just have a look at the ball. You've just lost a wicket. 4 overs done, 33 for 1. Started off with a bang, did the Khulna Tigers, but they've lost their skipper. Back in the hut for 21. ehimZ on 10. New batter Ross has come in. Oh yes, respect the good deliveries. That's what you got to do. If Javed has been exemplary. Oh, he makes room for himself. Tries to penetrate that gap in the covers. Doesn't manage. Straight to the fielder.
He struck that well. And it's a very packed offside field, especially square. So, got to make sure you thread it through the gap. You can see not too far away from that fielder, another fielder to his right and his left. But Javed immediately now has come around the wicket. Been more successful bowling around the wicket in terms of wickets in this BPL as well.
Oh, once again, this time round is gone past the infield, but hit it too well. It raced away to the fielder, just allowing the single to be taken. Not too much effort. Aqif Javed doesn't seem to be sort of rushing in and giving his all. But his speeds, he just continues to bowl around the 145 mark with the utmost ease. Nice bowl, the fastest balls. It's all Javed. And then Nahid Rana right down there. But the fastest 3 have been bowled by this man on picture. Not too much for the batters to work with. Quick run. There's the throw. It might have been interesting.
It most certainly would have been. Very quick between the wickets, nonetheless, these two. ehimZ slightly on the back foot. Yeah, I think that would have been trouble.
Yeah, it definitely would have been curtains for him. Maybe not getting the ball to strike the wickets, but look at the average speed is 144.4 without too much effort. So rhythmic, he's so balanced, and when he delivers at the point of gather, he's got that little hop. Now almost in trouble there. That might be close. Up goes the finger. As he went away, I think they might go upstairs for a review here.
And that review tells me he's very confident that
TV umpire to
outside the
director,
line or maybe
we
got
have a
back
player's
on it.
review for LBW given out. I checked fit, it's a fair delivery. Can I have front on? Ball appears to very close to the bat. Can I have 𝗏𝗊𝗃𝐻 for confirmation? Waiting for 𝗏𝗊𝗃𝐻, Robbie. Yeah, keep rolling, keep rolling. Freeze the replay. I can see the spike when ball next to the bat. Satisfy. No gap between bat and ball. Robbie, you need to change your decision out to not out.
Well, he's got to change his decision. Tino Mavoyo immediately said there was a bit of bat in it, and that's the reason why the batter took that review without even having a second thought about it. But tell you what, moral victory for the bowler. Almost duped the batter into playing something of a makeshift shot, almost landing himself in trouble. Another good over, just a single to finish off another tight overs. Just the 3 runs from the 5th over. Khulna are 36 for 1.
A nice little breeze blowing across the field here. Toward they've moved to 36 for 1. Yeah, lovely to see school kids in the house. Quite a number there. Good, lovely sight, isn't it? Danny Morrison.
Shorturl Attorelli Khan. Towards the end of the week. Thursday afternoon, tomorrow, the big day off here in this part of the world, and they know it. Big game for Khulna. 1 down. And they're going to play some shots. And they're going to fat it all the way. Atta, I just think they're up for it more. I think they've got to find their mojo clearly to the Tigers, and they have to win. So I think, in a way, this has to mean more for the side batting first.
We've seen some big shots, and that's one of them also. It's a lovely piece of timing. I just feel, Danny, that the batting that we have seen, the aggressive mindset that you see from the batters suggests that this is a really good pitch to bat on. Make no mistake. And it's important when you get that kind of a start to cash in. A sloppy misfielding.
Yeah, I want to ask you, this is pitch 4. I came late here to BPL this edition, and this is a high-scoring pitch, is it not?
It is. Misfielding by Raqib Hassan. Just trying to field it, just ricochets off his right hand. Yeah, 197 scores of 200. 190 has been the feature on this pitch. What a cracking shot that is. I think this pitch is good for 200 here. And you really don't want to see them spoil this kind of a start, because that is a cracking shot again.
Well, the other thing it enlightens is that when the lefties are on, boundaries just under 60 metres to the players' dugouts. So that's the other key thing. Fielding side bowlers going to be mindful of the left-handers on strike here at Mirpur, heading to that side of the pavilion end.
He's gone across 350 now. That's a genuine outside edge. Now with that single 50 up, Khulna do need some support, because they need to just hang in there, make sure they can win today here, and give them some hope to qualify for the qualifiers. 171 average score here in this surface. He needs to go also. He needs to go big here. Tap and run. 15 in that over. 6. Khulna 51 for 1. Oh, they're having a brilliant time, aren't they? They're loving it to be able to come and see their heroes. It is a lovely sight. Right, power play done. Khulna has moved quite nicely to 51 for 1. Nahid Rana. While speaking to Mickey Arthur earlier on before the start of the game, said that his strength is the bowling department. Messaged, cramped him for room. But if you look at the bowling, what it has done so far, not really pleasing for someone like Mickey Arthur.
We also mentioned that bowlers win your tournaments. Here at the moment, the batters having to dominate inside the power play. Totally understandable. You think about the Tigers and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 coach, what they would have discussed. First one gone, the skipper, Heady. But it was super positive. 21 from a dozen. 𝗫𝗏 is 24 from 15. The last 5 power plays for these Tigers. So they've been okay, but as you said, Utter, they've got to convert this, given the importance of this contest. I mentioned you don't want to lose that impetus. Now at 8.2, Arthur, we'll be a little bit nervy because he mentioned in that interview you did prior to the game, it hadn't played for 6 days, and that's the problem as well in tournament play and T20 franchise cricket around the globe, is that you often can have a few days off. And this is such a big tournament, 6 days, you start to lose that little bit of edge and lose your form subtly.
Oh, that was quick. Bang on the helmet. That's a good delivery, and that's the extra bounce, and then just got the bigger from that good length here. Have a look at this.
Yeah, that's going to ring a little bit. Oh no, it's glove. I thought like you, it clipped his helmet, but it's actually done for the height and the bounce and everything there. 𝗫𝗏. Fortunate there, got a little bit of glove with it, and it didn't go anywhere, didn't get caught. That's the point, and it also didn't create any nasty injury.
Oh yes, sir, he loves it. He's cracked it away for the boundary.
Alexi Rossi for the party. Oh, excellent. Pace on. Yeah, got it somewhere he wanted it. A little bit of room outside, leg stump. Just there. Oh. Hashtag creamer. Throw it in with your coffee.
4 6s and 3 4s. The boundary so far has been good. It's been good for Khulna Tigers. And remember, last 3 matches, Rangpur Riders lost. So they will be in a bit of a pressure. Yeah, you talk about when you don't play for such a long time, you lose that momentum, that winning habit, because they won 8 on the trot, and then they lost 3 on the trot.
Bit of superstition, match 9. 9 in German means no. So 9. Sorry, that means no. No more for you, Rangpur. And they've lost 3 on the trot, so yeah, that'll be playing their mind. Just saying, yeah, nice little slow ball, that last one. After you got creamed, young runner. Too bad. Fought back, went for 7 off the 7th, 58 for 1. Time for changing some bowling. A star quality in 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Yeah, even after that fall of Madison Mirage's wicket, which was scored at 32, they've added the 27 and 21. We've seen some big shots. 𝗫𝗏𝗃𝗃 has been batting beautifully. I thought he started also very well, Madison Mirage. He really kicked on in that very first over. Hit one in the second tier, the biggest we've seen so far at this ground, the 6.
A big call, no. Get back, get back. It's going to be tight here. And can't believe it, Alex Ross is furious. They're trying to put some pressure on a new bowler. And Naeem turned, he started to come back and then didn't want it, but that was too much because Alex Ross had been sold down the river.
Show me the side on angle,
furious. Please. Pending, but he's just walking off because he knows he's miles out.
Go back, go back, go back. I want to see the collect of the ball. Go back, little more, little more. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Yeah, move forward, please. And freeze the replay. Satisfied, batsman oil outside when bails off. I am ready to make my decision in big screen.
That is why Alex Ross is furious. Stormed off the park, he's gone. Oh. Back in the dressing room, gone for a dozen, run out. It's now 60 for 2.
That's a big wicket, and it's a big misunderstanding here. Now, he was on strike. He goes in, picks up the first run, and he's actually going back, and then he said no. And it looked like that Alex Ross is pretty desperate to grab that second run. Yeah, he was gone halfway down. He never would have come and made it. I cannot believe it.
Well, you're putting pressure on the fielder and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. That's what you've got to do. It's a must-win situation for the Tigers. Now look at those 4 names. Mahedi, Ross, Naeem Sheikh, and now 𝗃𝗏𝗏. He's out there. These 4 gentlemen have to get the bulk of the runs for the Tigers to be super competitive and beat Rangpur. So we try to... Hey, did you see that? Oh, did you see the shove from Norrell? Will belt him with the bat. 8 done, it's 62 for 2.
When you talk about the batting order, I understand when you see the top 4 needs to score runs, but they still have someone like Mahidul Islam, Onkon and Afif. What about Nawaz? He hasn't turned up with the bat, but he's more than capable of doing it. It's important. I think more important is to ensure that Naeem Sheikh just bats through the innings. And the others can bat around him because he's the one among the runs. He's been there for the 20 deliveries. He's moved to 27. He just cannot afford to get out.
Certainly can't. See, this last ball of the previous over, it gets caught up in 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's pads, and watch the skipper. It's just bobbling there. He thinks he can get at it. It's miles too late. Look, he just shoves 𝗃𝗃𝗃. You can't do that. That is goal. 𝗃𝗃𝗃, look at the grin on his face. He said, mate, the football season's over. There's no rugby here, is there? Or a bit of hockey. Bashing ice hockey. You seen that? They go at each other in ice hockey in the US and Canada. Crazy. Yeah, but I'm with you, Atta. Yes, there's other guys to do it. But you know, in T20, you can't afford to. You want your best batters facing the most balls in T20.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Have to be. The majority, keep saying this. The top 4 really have to have the foundation for you. Yes, you can have someone who comes in at 5 and 6 and plays out of their skin. That's great. But ideally, in a pressure situation like this, You need that top 4. It's quick, isn't it? That's good. It's hit him on the inside thigh. And it's good afternoon to you, 𝗿𝗵𝗃𝗃 from Naidarana. Different variations around the wicket, over the wicket. Look at that. He's done 𝗚 for like a dinner there. That was fast and furious through cover. Then the slower one. I did like that. It was brave. Back in and bringing the stumps into play there. Young runner. Good talent, this kid. Tall, strapping. Saying this, though, that BCB, they need to look after him, not overwork him.
Just a little bit too hard down the ground. And 4. They did bend down to his left to grab that catch, but it came back a little bit too quickly. He's hit that on the up.
You didn't quite get it. Oh, we got a little fingertip to it. They can often be a nail breaker, or if you're really unlucky, on end joint, your finger. It takes some pace off it. It shows you still too strong to get the fence for 4. Needed by the Tigers. But they've slipped under 8s per over. They're going so nicely in that first 4.
Long on in place. The 3 fielders on the offside, protecting the single one at short mid wicket. If he has to go, then he has to go over the mid-off fielder. Oh, look at that pace and bounce and carry. Is a lovely delivery. 144 clicks. We showed his skills and in his repertoire, he has the skills to change the pace. Just take the pace off the ball.
It's that length, you see. He's hit that length that's key. And you've got a new batter in 𝗵𝗃𝗃. Just got to be mindful. It's hard when you're young and you've got pace. You try too many things. It's not bad. It's a little change of pace. He's got protection now back there. But I like this is because he wants to bring the stumps into play and make the batter hit you straight where it's come from. Yes, he went for 4 there. Just got a little too full. He's bowled a dot ball in a single here, so he's fighting back. 1 to go in the over. Can he finish and get out of this over now with only half a dozen off it? Be a really good effort.
Got 250 runs now. Still need to make an impression with the bat here. They need a partnership here. They need a partnership for sure because they've just lost Alex Ross. You talk about wicket. Is there going to be one here? Oh, falls in no man's land. He was never in control. Unlucky. Nahid Rana, very, very unlucky. After the 9th over, 69 for 2.
It's quite pleasant, the conditions here, and fans are coming in. We've got the night shift as well. A bit more of Iftikhar Ahmed straight after a timeout. Yeah, matchbox 40 after this. Chittagong Kings versus Select Strikers, who can only play spoilers. So it's important for the Kings to try and get 2 points. Very important here for 𝗚m to keep going. Really must keep going here, given that he's in that mix-out with Alex Ross, the last man to go, run out. So he really does need to hang in here and try and bat the majority of these remaining overs.
Yes, coming back after scoring that 50, he got 51 versus Borishal in the last match. 𝗚𝗃 and he belted it in just 27 deliveries. Oops, no, well done. It's very well feeded. That would have gone to the boundary. Really good work in the deep.
Another strong area for 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Rockaball. Yeah. I think it's a fairly similar distance, maybe just a metre more, 57 metres to there. Looks slightly bigger. Okay, certainly bigger because we are on that sort of, what are we at? Eastern, western? The western side? Where's the sun setting? Utter? Yeah, the western side is towards the players' dugout. So on the western side, we're closer to that boundary where the players get changed and everything. Just looks a little bit bigger on that leg side where 𝗵𝗫 just swept that one for 2.
He needs to get going now, 𝗵𝗫, because what it does, if it doesn't score quickly, it'll put Naeem in a bit of a pressure here. Important to score, and it's important to score runs quickly. And a couple of dot deliveries in this over, only 3, is turning out to be a really good over. And they'll look for the second. They should come back. It's in the right in the middle between the deep mid-wicket fielder and long on. So it's good running, but not a bad over. Only 5 in that over. After 10, 74 for 2.
The way Khulna Tigers started in the power play, 51 for 1, and now all of a sudden Rangpur Riders managed to keep things tight with the ball. 23 in the next 4 overs. Eyeing that block hole, 𝗫𝗎𝐶 really needs to go on now. 29 of 24, 𝗵𝗫 10 of 11. Raqibul Hassan, the left-arm spinner, to continue. The new bowler for Rangpur. 2 is the call, and it will reach to the fence for 4. The timing was really good from Naeem. A welcome boundary for Khulna Tigers as I welcome Sir Curtly Ambrose.
Hello, Mazahar. Hello, everyone. It's a decent start for the Khulna Tigers. Just about halfway in this innings. So still quite a way to go.
Raqibul not happy. Yeah. 𝗫𝗎𝗫. The shot was on, Sir Curtly. Shot third and point was inside.
I'm not so sure about that call. Let's have a look at this. Not so sure if I agree with that call. What's your thought on it, Mazahar?
Thank God that I'm not an umpire, Sir Curtly. It's a tough job. It's a tough job. Never easy for the umpires. Make it right all the time. They are humans. Raqibul is someone who loves to change his pace. Recently developed that armor delivery that goes quick. Shot outside off. Missed that one, Naeem. That should have been put away for the boundary.
Okay, chance coming, boys. Wicket coming, boys.
He struck it well, but straight to backward point. 𝗫𝗎𝗫 looking good, 34 from 28. He's already laid a platform for himself to launch the attack later on, if he can survive.
𝗵𝗫 goes for the reverse, top edge, but he will find the boundary. Good execution. Boundary to end the over, a good one for Khulna. 10 coming from it. They are 84 for 2 after 11. Iftikhar is greeted by a handsome 6 over cow corner by 𝗫𝗓𝗫. He will go after Iftikhar, certainly.
Like I mentioned a few moments ago, he looks good. He's already laid a platform for himself, and that was a good strike. Right in the hitting arc. And he made no mistake. 𝗫𝗓𝗫. Well, good comeback from Iftikhar. Almost yorked him. How good a delivery was that? Right between the legs. Could have gone onto the stumps. Very fortunate that time. In the air and another maximum. This time over long off. And he's on fire, 𝗫𝗓𝗫.
That was a long off from Iftikhar, but what 𝗫𝗓𝗫 did well is that he never tried to play that on the onside. He targeted the downtown region. His balance was right, and he picked up the spot really well. He was in total control. 𝗫𝗓𝗫 is looking great today. 46 of 31. At times, 𝗫𝗓𝗫 gets stuck in the middle after scoring those 15 or 20. Not today. Nice the fielder again. Yeah, as a batter, you need to know how to rotate the innings in the middle. Even after you get set, someone like 𝗫𝗓𝗫 goes for the big one. As I mentioned, he's going to target Iftikhar in this over, and he reaches to his 50 in grand style.
Acknowledge the applause from the crowd and of course his teammates. And this is his 4th 50 of this edition of BPL. And what a way to bring it up. Look at that stride to get close to the ball as possible. And that was a mighty blow. They appreciated it. But the job is not over. He needs to continue and bat as deep as possible.
Second back-to-back 50. 𝗫𝗓𝗫 making the most out of the form. After 12, Khulna Tigers 103 for 2. So good to see all the local players are among the top run getters in this edition of BPL. Tanzid at the top, 427. Mohammad 𝗫𝗓𝗫 jumps to the 3rd place with 386 runs. And he's making the most out of the form. 53 of 34. He's looked good today. Rotated the strike as well as striking those boundaries in between. Yeah, he's dealing in boundaries. That goes all the way for maximum. The extra pace of Nahid Rana helped 𝗫𝗓𝗫.
He already calculated it was going to be a length delivery from young Nahid Rana. Look at the position. Got enough bat on it. And with that extra pace of Nahid, it was always going to go. This is good batting by 𝗫𝗓𝗫. He can't believe it.
Gives it a room even before the bowler bowled that one. That single also brings up the 50 partnership, going for another bye. Will get it. Overthrows. 𝗫𝗓𝗫 is livid of himself, but still he's playing a lot better. Keep calm, 𝗫𝗓𝗫.
No need to throw the ball at the stumps. There wasn't any chance of a run out. And in that instance, gave away an extra run. I agree with you, sir. That's not good cricket.
Yeah, at times direct hit. We always want a direct hit, but not in every occasion like this. It's a funny game. Partnership 51 of 31. Especially Naeem is the one who's playing the role of the aggressor. 𝗏𝗧𝗏 giving good support to the left-hander. Fine leg inside the circle for the left-hander. He's got a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket and long on in place. Trying to give some room, Naeem. At one point of his career, Naeem Sheikh was the type of a batsman who used to play all those shots on the onside. Very good to see him playing those on the off as well.
Yes. Second warning.
62 not out at the moment. Then there's a 51 and a 77 as well. So he's in good form. And they're all coming quick time.
That came quickly to 𝗏𝗧𝗏. Lucky the top edge didn't carry to the fielder at short third. Mentioning about Naeem Sheikh. He batted really well today. Looked very composed, calm, knows his strength. That's his consecutive 50 today. Struck a 50 on the other game as well previously. And versus Fortune Boishal. And it's important for a batter when you are in a good form to make the most out of it. It will benefit you and your team as well. Nicely bowled. Good comeback by Naheed, eyeing that block hole. So Curtly, I always wonder, what does these express fast bowlers have in their meal? So I asked Naheed Rana about his diet. He mentioned that he eats a lot of eggs and meat, and he emphasizes a lot on his breakfast.
Breakfast is a very important meal. Sets the tone for the day. You've got to be nourished before you come to the game. Another shortish delivery, and what a stroke this time by 𝗏𝗧𝗏. Over deep fine leg, there's no fielder, all the way for 6. Very, very good over for Khulna Tigers. 17 from it. They've raced to 120 for 2 after 13. Knew that he messed up a little bit, but that's part and parcel of this game. Well, there you go again, this time down to a wide third man. Not where he intended, but when the luck is going your way and you're playing well, everything counts. Naeem Sheikh is on fire.
I think Saifuddin missed the line this time. And length as well, bowled a lot wider. He's got a short third and point in the circle. So it was easy picking for someone like Naeem, who's striking the ball really well. It was wide, width offered. He just put that big bat onto it. Deft touch this time. Will get a single. He's growing in confidence, someone like Naeem. You need to know how to construct the innings at times. As I mentioned earlier, he got stuck in the middle in between 20 and 30. But today he's looking really good, rotating the strike as well as focusing on those boundaries.
He's playing very sensibly. When scoring opportunities presents itself, he cashed in. And that's what it's all about. And then if the boundaries are not coming, he's still looking for ones and twos. I do like the way he's going in this innings. It's very composed and compact. Pressure is on the Rangpur Riders. if you're just joining us, Khulna Tigers won the toss, electing to bat first. And they are doing a wonderful job. They've already lost 2 wickets, but that hasn't really hampered them. Good partnership between 𝗵𝗺 and 𝗫𝗫. 66 it is at the moment from 38 deliveries. Good platform to launch and attack later.
𝗫𝗫 just crossed the 400 runs in this edition of BPL. Outstanding for a batter. Scoring over 400 runs in one particular season gives you a lot of boost.
They are loving it.
Yeah. Move forward, move forward.
402 runs so far. Look at the strike rate, 145. 450s. And the no ball called. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃 is not happy. That's a signal for the free hit. Yes, just over. They're looking a bit concerned, the riders.
Nicely bowled. Right at the block hole. Mohammad Saifuddin. Never easy for the fast bowler, Sir Quickly. You being a fast bowler, in this T20 format, the batters tend to go at everything. So they say it's the batter's game, but I really feel for the bowlers.
Certainly is the batter's game, not only in T20, but all formats generally. Good comeback, good work in the outfield.
Oh boy, what's going on? Another no ball. This is proving to be another big over. 11 already. 2 more balls to go. This one's coming a free hit.
This is a bigger one than the previous one. Missing, yes. He can't believe it. Nobody's fault but your own, I'm afraid.
Lower bouncer. Nicely executed. Wow. He was not in the best of position to play that shot, but he placed that really well. Over the fielder's head at short fine, and there was a fielder at backward deep square leg. He managed to get the boundary still.
Slower bouncer. And 𝗵𝗺 got enough bat on it. Hand came off the bat as well. But with a short fine leg in the circle, always gonna go. They're looking very worried at the moment, the Tigers. I beg your pardon, not the Tigers, but the riders. The Tigers are doing very well.
So the Tigers are riding, that's what you meant, Sir Quickly. End of over number 14. Khulna Tigers, 137 for 2. 𝗫𝗫𝗃𝗃 struck 450s in this edition of BPL, most by any batter so far. And he's also jumped to among the top run getters of this tournament. We've seen he's just gone past 400 mark. And now he's just 24 behind Tanzid Hassan, the top run getter. Since Dhaka Capitals are already out of the tournament, If Khulna Tigers manages to win this game, 𝗃𝗻𝐴𝐶 will get a few more shots to go past Tanzid Hassan as the leading run getter.
Well, the 6 overs still remain, and he's still at the crease. So he's got a perfect opportunity to go top of the tree in terms of runs.
Looking for the second. Will it reach the fence? Fielder does really well. Covered a lot of distance. Going for the third. Outstanding running between the wicket. Outstanding.
Very, very good work in the outfield. Look at that. Appreciated by his teammate. That was heading towards the boundary. Okay. 80-run partnership between 𝗵𝗫𝗄 and 𝗃𝗻𝐴𝐶 from only 44 deliveries. Rangpur Riders are desperate to break this partnership. 𝗃𝗄𝐽𝐻𝗄, a big left-arm fast bowler, trying to break this partnership. Oh, he pulls out at the last second. Probably didn't feel all that comfortable.
𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗂𝐽, captain Australia under-19 side back in 2012. He actually works as a mortgage broker, Sir Curtly. In between playing cricket, he loves properties, so he's a money man. 𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗂𝐽 from Perth. Change of field. Mid-wicket goes deep, fine leg comes in. Short ball pulled away. Last 3 overs, Sir Curtly, Khulna Tigers managed to score 53 runs. Incredible.
Courtesy some fantastic batting by both 𝗃𝗻𝐴𝐶 and 𝗵𝗫𝗄. Riders, look at that. 57 runs, 2 4s, 5 6s in the last 20 deliveries. That's magnificent.
Get away again. Aqif Javed bowled well. Someone who picked wickets for Rangpur Riders. He's got an interesting story as well, Sir Curtly. During the off seasons, he plays a lot of table tennis cricket to work on his wrist position. Does it help playing table tennis cricket, Sir Curtly, in terms of your wrist position?
Well, I don't know. I've never done it. I'll only be guessing. In the air, it's long, it's hard, and it's gone. That's another maximum. 𝗵𝗫𝗄𝗂, what a strike.
The man from Australia making sure the ball disappears in that region. Nicely picked up. He was quickly onto it. Never easy playing those shots, and look at the distance. Coach and the players are happy. Why not? These two batters are turning things on for Khulna Tigers. That was a long hit, 72 meters.
As they would say in Australia, that's a whipper. That's a word I've heard a lot during my playing days. In the air, and it's caught. Good catch at long on. 𝗵𝗫𝗄𝗂 trying to go big, didn't get the distance. And a good catch by Saifuddin at long on. That's the breakthrough they were looking for.
Aqif Javed finally picked up a wicket after being hit by that 6. A very good comeback from this left-arm seamer. Showed good character. Well, 𝗵𝗫𝗄𝗂 trying to go hard again. This time he was caught at deep. He departs after a well-made 36 of 21. Khulna Tigers 148 for 3. 5 more overs to go after this delivery. They will be eyeing big. 𝗍𝗫𝗀𝗀𝗀 can hit those big. Struck the fastest 50 by a local player in this edition. And this guy can hit. 𝗂𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀 to bowl the last ball of his third over. 16 for 1 so far from him. Got a deep fine leg, deep square leg, and long on in place for the right-hander Ongkon. Plays with soft hand and gets off the mark. Maidul. A successful one for Javed. However, 12 coming from it. Khulna 149 for 3 after 15.
Got a rate of knots. He's got a very high strike rate. Oh, deviating down the leg side. Just a push, helping the ball on its way. A little bit of a stutter, but eventually making it for a couple. Oh, the run's already there, Danny. The 15th over, 150 up. Looks to be on the charge.
Yes, I was on earlier with Utter. I was also explaining, because I wasn't here, it's one of the better pitches going around here at Mirpur. So with that average first inning score over 170. See, I think the confidence, isn't it? The batters having the bounce and some of the pace like this. You can hit through the line better. I know that wasn't a great delivery, but some of the shot selection we've seen, Shammers, where they've been able to play horizontally and then on the up through cover. It's been evident today.
Loose delivery. I was asking for punishment, and he's going to put it away any way he wanted. He wouldn't like that. That's not the fielder's fault. It's the bad delivery that you bowl, Sheikh Mahdi. And that's he's being told about that by the skipper. Need to bowl it tight, don't allow the batters who are really in a fantastic rhythm. Even Mahidul coming in and stroking the ball so comfortably tells you a lot about the trust you can have on this pitch.
Yeah, he's got a bit on his plate here, hasn't he, Nural? In terms of keeper captain, he's a little frustrated. But, yeah, very good 22 yards. And a bit of a shame to see 𝗂𝗂𝗀𝗂 get out. He was caning it, wasn't he? 36 from 21. I was enjoying his little cameos. He started to shift gears. Give it plenty.
Oh, inside out, just past the fielder, racing away to the boundary. He is in tremendous form. Nothing can stop Naeem Sheikh in the full flow he is at the moment.
Rejoicing here in Mirpur. Well, he needs to. Mentioned the run out of Alex Ross, and very frustrating for the Tigers at that point. That run out occurred when the score was 60, 100 on from there now. But certainly a lot of fun to be had in the sunshine here in the capital.
The crowds have been royally entertained here, that's for sure. Whitoford is lashed onto that, played it backward of point and through to the boundary. Easy as they come. Back-to-back boundaries, the racing. 15 already in this over.
Well, he's bettered his previous CB, his career best here. The BPL 78 versus Rangpur Riders. Well, there you go, back in 2019. Now he's gone to the 80s here. It's 𝗂𝗪𝗽𝐶𝗿𝗂𝗪𝗃. Yeah, good stuff. So this lefty needs to make up for running out his mate Alex Ross.
Oh, he has more than made up for it. I think it was playing on his mind for a while when that happened.
No.
What do you mean?
He needs to get 3 figures, Chief.
All right, he'll get it. 16 done. 165 for 3. power play was a little bit of a mixed bag. Danny Morrison heads there really stunted the flow of runs, but just the three of them. 3 dots on top of the towers.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you talking about my hairstyle?
Devnar really controlling proceedings, particularly this man in picture, 83 of 47. Played some delightful shots. Oh, Yorker, good ball to bowl at this time of the innings. Has managed to dig it out.
It's a change of pace too. I just wondered that when I saw it dip like that at the end. He's done himself a mischief here, but yeah, lovely slow. Look at dip. Curve as well. Right on the button there. Can't get underneath those. Yeah, and his follow through. Long limbs out there, and then he lands. Oh, he's on the AstroTurf. Yes. Ouch. Naughty.
And his bowling hand, that stung because didn't really slide across, got stuck in that turf. AstroTurf, a couple of pitches away. Oh, full swing of the bat. As chase on to no success. That was a thick part of the bat, induced the edge, but once, as they say, you hit him hard, you get there, you get the 4.
Yeah, that old cricket adage, Shammers, you're going to flash hard, particularly against pace. Yeah, they know it. Carving it in the crowds. Cross seamer, thrashing blade here. Mahadul. Just a taxi service waiting. Escort.
And no respect for pace here at all by the two batters, taking on Nahidul Islam bowling at 145. That's nicely maneuvered, controlled looking shot. You don't have to thrush everything out of the ground. You can play those delicate cuts and placements to ensure the scoreboard is ticking over. Quick fire 23-run partnership of 10 balls between Naeem Sheikh and Mahidul Islam Oncon.
It's all part of the learning curve here for Rana. Showed that nice change of pace at the start, that Yorker. Went to pace on, but it was just a little bit too full and wide. Got the challenge for him with the left-hand, right-hand combo. We're going to have field change because of Naeem Sheikh on strike. No third. Point is on the fence, though, on the offside.
Just threw the bat, actually. Yeah, very annoyed with himself. He knew it was there for the taking with that length. It's always going away from him because he didn't try to get in line of that ball. Just throwing his bat at it more in hope than any conviction.
In searching Yorker, and I can understand, he's got to be careful here because there is no third man. Really, for that sort of delivery, he's going to have that on about middle and leg. Just shuts it down. Just checking, are they just checking the waist-high full toss? It's marginal. I think that'd be a sin if they gave it against the bowler there. It's on the way down. He's crouching as well. Slash through. But yeah, I think that Yorker, see, often we talk about guys in other franchise cricket around the globe, is that that Yorker, you look to go that guy's back foot, a batter's back foot, and around that sort of midland leg. I remember seeing Andre Russell trying to cane it everywhere for KKR. And the strategy a lot of the quick men came up with was, they talked about, was get it in and then follow that back foot. So you cramp up the angle. And because there's no third man in, fair delivery, confirmation, you've got a fine leg and you've got to man it deep backward square and man it mid-wicket and mid-on. So you really have to be tight, more on midland leg. Danger there. Pace off, yes. But again, men inside the circle. Part of the learning curve.
You were talking about that earlier, and I think what he's done well is the realization of the fact that bowling pace is not the answer at this point in time. because the batters are quickly onto you, and you're allowing that pace to be used by the batter. So make them manufacture the shots, and that's definitely after the 4 in the second over, which was a 145 click ball. He's really slowed it down and controlled line and length. Once again, slowing it down. Once again, it's just a single into the deep. So intelligent bowling now. Good comeback. 17 done. 173 for 3. Rizal Rahman Raja has come on. Just bowling a good delivery, digging that out. Yeah, this is where I'm a little worried. Even after a drinks break, the momentum of the batters is disturbed, that's for sure. Need to get focus back on quickly.
If you think about Naid Rana going off, he's bowled as 4, you see. Well, there's 4 overs done for 38. So they're just saying because he's landed with his finger, there may be a concern about that. One in his follow through that Bassisto Bosch passed him, and then he landed on the AstroTurf. So maybe just gone off for a bit of running repairs, and they've had a replacement field, and there's been questions asked by the umpires.
Shuffle across, waits, tries to innovate. 3 actions in 1 movement. Don't often see that. And the bowler spotted it and slowed it down.
I know a lot of colleagues around the world, particular former batters, don't quite like this. Get into a position where you can actually swing the bat. Particularly when you're on 85 and you're going like a train. As a play, yes, you can get down on one knee, but look to be hitting it with power, not to be dainty and cute. I know third and fine are up inside the circle, both gentlemen, third man fine leg, but there is going to be a lot of pace off, and Saifuddin will be looking to do that. Naeem should be aware. And he's heading to the smaller side on the onside.
And he's targeting the offside. In the process, he's gone very wide. That's a very wayward delivery. They're trying to outsmart each other. In the process, Saifuddin's lost it a little bit there.
Yeah, he's conscious of that onside we're just discussing. Smaller side, back to the player dugouts for the left-hander. So I can understand it, but interesting. Maybe just gets closer in near the umpire. I understand that wide Yorker, like that. Coming right arm over the left-handed Naeem.
Now he tries to thrush it. You see what I meant for that pause when that little matter was sorted out. It's just not allowed Naeem to play his usual game, the bit he played prior to this pause. Struggling a little bit to get back on ball, time it properly.
This is why also, Shamim, the overs and the clock count of being behind in terms of bowling right at the end of the overs, you bookend overs, because the likes of a lot of captains. Oh, hello, we found a no ball, have we? Another one, a front foot. Naughty, oh yes, 100%. Part of that boot has to be behind that popping crease. Yeah, a lot of captains, I noticed, have slowed the game down. They've wanted to talk about tactics and change of the field, but it's exactly what you're on about, Shim. It slows it down and changes the pace of the game for the batters who are really going for it. So there's been captains around the globe in franchise T20, part of their strategy, doing it on purpose.
And now with the free hit, he has the license to go. And he goes, swivels round. And it's gone straight to the fielder. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, even so, I don't mind that too, because it's got Naeem Sheikh back on strike, and that's key. Might be feeling a little wary, but he has to face, for majority of the deliveries rather, the back end here. Good stop, but this is where it's at, because Saifuddin will be feeling the pressure here. He's disappeared somewhat in his spell so far.
Oh, no, that slipped out as a sign. That's going to be a no ball more than waist high. It's been tonked away, but for a maximum. But I tell you what, there might be another no ball coming.
Yeah, we saw Rana get close with a waist high full toss, but he's finished, and that was fair enough for the bowler. This one, oh yeah, way, way higher than the waist. So we're going to see another freebie. Yeah, just mentioning Saifuddin feeling the pressure. Trying to get a Yorker in the hole. He's not quite got it right. In fact, he's missed it by some margin. So here's a freebie.
Thrashes that freebie down the ground. Oh, this is turning out to be a nightmare of an over for Saifuddin. Already 16 from it. Wides, no balls galore, and lots of runs.
Well, he's now on 96, and it's got Mickey Arthur and the coaching staff out of their seats. Change of pace, he's sitting back waiting. It's a freebie. Oh, it's in that arc of the slot. It's lucky it didn't go for 6.
11 sixes, 13 fours. Oh, just guides it nicely, neatly, races away with the boundary. And there's his 100. Yeah, look at that, a celebration from his teammates. This has been a tremendous one. The 8th century in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. 𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫 has been classic. Top stuff. Congratulations.
Yes, take a bow, he is. Kissing the turf and saluting the gods, loving it. Well done, sir. Needed to keep mentioning. Have to have a look. Where's Alex Ross in the dugout? Applauding this. He was run out early. He was furious, but he certainly made amends here. And there's 𝗂𝗂𝗪𝐶𝗏 gang at the back there. So well done, 𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫. 7, look at that lovely symmetry. 7 4s, 7 6s and a strike rate of 181.82.
Thanking the Almighty. And he carries on, and the over carries on. 20 already in this Saifuddin over. And earlier, wanted, oh no. It's completely falling apart for Saifuddin. The pressure's got to him.
Certainly has, and he's just trying to get out of the over now. Trying to slow one that's too far outside the red line, the gauge for the umps. Quite disgusted is Nurul Hassan. It's been some wonderful entertainment though from 𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫. Rightio, can he finish off this 18th?
Oh, slow one, and he does play it with a horizontal bat. Gets a single. The over is at last over. After 18, 195 for 3.
Yeah, 22 off that last over from Saifuddin. And now he gets to keep the strike, courtesy the single off the last ball of the over. 101 from 56. Going to have 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 to bowl the penultimate. Can the biggest score on this ground be breached?
Oh, tries to dig it out. He's just going to manage a single on that occasion. Yeah, the high score that you mentioned is 219 here at Mirpur in this edition. 254 is one in Sylhet. That's the highest so far ever, I think, in BPLs in this edition.
It's impressive. This fellow scores in terms of this season. Very impressive. 100 here right now. Look at 𝗵𝗫𝗫 a couple of times there. Rangpur a couple of times. So he's dined out against the opposition. Rangpur and 𝗵𝗫𝗫𝗫.
Oh no, not a reputation from the other end. Aqif Javed now does the Saifuddin and gets a beamer and a no ball.
Yeah. Can understand trying to get it in the hole, trying to bowl Yorkers or very low full tosses below the ankle height. Sitting back in the box. Standable. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He's looking to get underneath. Apologies straight away. Knows he's mucked up. So we've got another freebie, much to the delight of the coaching staff of the Riders. Not.
No excuse with dew factor. It's dry out there. Again, striving for the Yorker. Gets the spice of the bat, spins away from the fielder who overran it and goes away for another 4 runs. Oh, it's all going wrong for the Rangpur Riders.
Riders coaching staff pulling their hair out. 200 is breached now for the Tigers. And he's missed his spot. There's Javid. There's the spin, because it was a thrashing blade on the outside edge. It's created that spin, and you've got to be aware there as fielders on the boundary rope. Be mindful of the spin off the turf.
Oh, doesn't quite get all of it. That's why it's gone to the fielders, aiming to play it straighter. The 50 partnership has come on up in very quick time. 54 now off 27, 200 the strike rate in this partnership.
Yeah, very exciting. Lovely afternoon here in Dhaka. Yeah, rollicking along, these two. End of the week. Day off tomorrow. Time to party here at Mirpur.
Oh, tried to ramp it, didn't make contact. The idea is right, the execution not quite there.
Yeah, if you get that right, very handy from a quick bowling perspective. It's like a tennis ball bounce. Doesn't really arrive. Look, he's ducked down, so good decision. Certainly not a wide. Naeem trying to get underneath and play that ramp. No avail. Third is in place, so yeah, he's within his rights here from Javid, and his field set to do that.
Ah, now tries that up in there and just falling. Why didn't the fielder try and make an effort? He took the easier option, the safer option of saving the runs.
Yeah, and Shammers, I was watching the spin there too. Did kick off the turf. Be wary cheap. Yeah, there it goes. Well watched. The smarts there with the experience. 8 off this. Be interesting for the Rangpur Riders in the pursuit of whatever the Tigers post here this afternoon.
Over to go after this delivery, if it's a legal delivery, that is. The third man brought in a little finer, a little straighter. A third man in the boundary on the offside behind square. Oh, picked it up one-handed, and doesn't matter if it's one-handed or not, it's going to land way beyond the boundary for another one, another maximum. Finishes the over with a flourish. 19 done, 209 for 3. In this edition of the Dutch Bangla Bank BPL, Mehdi Hasan Miraj started off. Naeem Sheikh took control after the departure of Ross, and Mahidul and Bosisto aiding their cause.
Last ball at previous over, one hand off it, but it's the length, you see. That's what'll frustrate not only the bowler, but the bowling coaches. Think about what's coming. It's going to be spin. This is interesting. No. Can't bowl those. Galba. What a ripper. 215 for 3 now.
Oh, so easy, so very easy. Just stood up there, and the ball said, hit me, and he obliged. Look at this. That's a very ordinary delivery, trying to get some grip. And it was a full toss, and there's no other place for it to end up other than over the boundary.
Jammers, he does bowl a good Yorker. I've seen Iftikhar Ahmed in the PSL bowl good Yorkers. He's trying to get it in that hole there. I've seen him also bowl a death overs in the Pakistan Super League, so he does do it. But a lot of his colleagues have missed the mark with the Yorkers this afternoon.
Yeah, I think all the bowlers have missed the mark today, with balls becoming beamers, balls becoming low full tosses and half volleys. Never been accurate, and it's one of those days for a team, and nothing seems to be going right. Oh, straight down, and oh my goodness, dropped that. Unbelievable. As I said, when things go wrong, they go very, very badly wrong. Shomo Shorka, the culprit on that occasion.
Oh, don't show Mickey. Arthur, the coach, be furious there. So, 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃, is it? Oh dear. Trying to find Yorker, and not too bad because it's not the worst because it's the toe end of the blade, but 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃, chief. Looking at those hands. Are you kidding me? Can't believe it. Still half an over to go.
He goes in the same area. Now, this is going to land in his lap. Oh, he will be very, very relieved. I tell you what, Mahidul, trying to repeat the strike, rode his luck in the previous delivery. This time, he has to go.
Thank goodness. And again, that very low Yorker, looking block hole. 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 on this occasion gets it right. He almost throws it away in disgust. He should have done the previous ball. Mahidul Islam. Connie's out for 29 and fine. 218 for 4 here.
Two balls to go in the innings. Outside edge, scamper through for a single. New batter in, Abu Haidarani is not on strike. Naeem is on strike, is in the middle because of this. And just spare a thought for 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 when the ball's headed toward him. He said, not again, it's coming at me. Oh, thank goodness. He lashed onto that.
Listen, champ, it's your job. Get out there and catch the ball for your teammates.
Last ball of the innings coming up. Going to be Naeem Sheikh, the hero. So far, 110 of 61 balls. Oh, good ball. Does well to get a bit of bat on that. Toe-ended it. And a single to finish the over. 220. That turns out to be the highest score in Dhaka at Mirpur in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. And here's the hero of the hour, Naeem Sheikh. It's been absolutely top class right from the time he started off the innings with Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Got a quick fire, 32 for the first wicket, and then after the departure of Ross, Bosisto and Mahidul chipped in with Naeem to take this score to a daunting 220 for the loss of 4 wickets. Those are the partnerships. They've all been quick fire because of the fact that ended at 11 runs per over at the end of the innings. But the most important one there, the quickest, 88 of 48 between Bosisto and Naeem Sheikh.
Well, the bowlers have gone around the park this afternoon. Look at that, siphoning 18.3, 55 with just 2 dots from 3 overs, 1 for 46 from Mahidi, 1 for 31 for Akif Javed, 1 for Iftikhar Ahmed. Well, when you look at it, just too many sixes hit, 13 of them and 15 fours.
Well, Rangpur Riders have got their work cut out. 221 is the target for them. It's going to be an interesting chase. Please join us for that.
Yeah, how about this from Khulna Tigers? It's a must-win game for them, and they're taking on Rangpur Riders. And did they come out with some purpose? Especially Naeem Sheikh, who went on to pick up 111 in just 62 deliveries. Good contribution from Bosisto, Mahidul, quick fire 29. Even Mehdi Hasan got off with a flying start, 21 of 12. In the end, they've posted the second highest total in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League, 220 for 4. Not easy. Yeah, they were expensive. Well, look at that figures from 𝗂𝗏𝗡 𝗖𝗂𝗂𝗃. He went for 18, none for 55 and 3. Mahdi Hassan, usually a very economical, but also expensive. Went for 11.5 runs. And now Aqib Javed went for 31. Everybody went for runs. Even Nahid Rana. Iftikhar also be expensive. Now they were in the crease before the team, the fielding team arrived. And my word, what the kind of shots they played earlier on. Beautiful, gorgeous looking cover drive from 𝗿𝗏𝗏. And then he put that into the hands, Mahdi Hassan, the wicket taker. But he just kept on going. 7 4s and 8 6s in that innings of 111 from Mohammad Naeem Sheikh. Yeah, big mix up there. And Alex Ross was very, very upset. So then you had this partnership of 88 of just 48 deliveries between Alex Ross and Mohammad Naeem Sheikh, which came to end in that fashion. But then again, there was another quick fire, 70 of 34 between Mohammad Naeem Sheikh and Mahidul Islam Oncorn to ensure he picks up his 100 and also see his team firing up with 220 on the board. There's some big hits, some very big hits. Altogether, 15 4s and 13 6s in that innings. Now he got out on con. I think it's a very good score. It is a brilliant score. That's where he scored his runs. Very strong on the onside square of the wicket, Mohammad Naeem Sheikh. But he rotated that strike on the offside. Yeah, 1 6 and a couple of boundaries square of the wicket on the offside also. Lovely hit down the ground. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a big challenge for Rangpur Riders. But Mehdi Hasan Miraj and his team will be feeling confident. Remember, they need to win to stay alive in this tournament. And the batters have done their part. It's up to the bowling. Go and defend this big total of 220. Good afternoon, Danny Morrison.
Hello, Asa. Yeah, it's been good to be sitting here in the hot seat again after just seeing those death overs, and in particular, our dear friend Naeem Sheikh, that 111 not out, and 8 6s to him and 7 4s. He struck at almost 180. Mahidul Islam, he had a nice little cameo, 29 from 15. So now, in reply, what can the Riders do? And you go to that top order and you really do think about Shuma Sheikh. He dropped that catch and he took one. He's got to put that behind him and get out there and do a job. About Saif Hassan and Tawfiq Khan, captain himself, Nur Hassan. Good players, good strikers. They need all of that. And then in reply, the bowlers Abu Haidarani. Can he produce Hassan Mahmood? Musfiq Hassan into the side, so I look forward to seeing him. But the captain as well, who tends to go up front with a new ball and get his offies going, particularly against left-handers. So let's see Mehdi Miraj and his men can do with the ball and in the field to restrict the Rangpur Riders.
It's a big task. They need to start well here, Danny Morrison, because when you're chasing a total of above 200, it's never easy. So you want to go ahead and lay a good solid foundation. Watch out for him. If he gets going, he can really come up with a big innings. And that's what they need. It's the 100th innings for Shummu Sarkar up against Abu Haidarani, who's been among the wickets. 78 wickets in his career, in BPL career, but he's also among the wickets in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. 17 wickets so far for him, so he's a wicket taker. Right, here we go. I just like this surface, Danny. I really like. The moment I saw the surface, I thought this is a good one to get across 200, and that is exactly what has happened. Possible for the chase?
You like it because you're a batter. So I understand what you're saying. It seems that much truer, doesn't it? It's a more even, consistent bounce, and quite as alarming as the new fresh pitches like pitches 5 and 8. They need time to bed down, understand ground staff are trying to achieve. See, there's a nice little carry through. Batsmen have enjoyed it here, as you say, Ata. It's been one of the biggest scoring pitches in this 11th edition of the BPL. Am I right in saying that screaming excitement going on at the end of the innings? Is this the highest score scored here at Mirpur, the BPL?
Yes, this edition. Absolutely spot on, Danny. Yeah, they have to go big. This time he's found the fielder at deep square. Like, it's important to get a good start. Obviously, you want to get a quick start in, but as someone who's just come on to bat, the openers, I do believe that yes, good pitch to bat on. They've seen what the surface has done. It's been very good for batting, but you still have to take a little bit time to get used to what the ball is doing. You want to feel the ball right in the middle part of the bat.
Well, those partnerships, as you say, at the top. Key to it inside the power play. This fellow who does get a little swing, a little bit of curve in the air. Of course, with the fresh new ball, crowd seam, maybe just a hint of nibble off it. Let's see.
Straight away, he went down the wicket, then he Tomo Shorkar got bowled from Abu Haidarani, just pulling the length back. I mean, even the bowlers will understand why what kind of mindset the batters have when they come for a big chase. I mean, there's no danger of not qualifying for the qualifiers. They've already qualified. The problem is, if they don't win, Rangpur Riders, there might be an opportunity for someone else to pip them for the top 2 position. That's the problem. So it's important, equally important for Rangpur Riders to have a good start and try to make a good chase out of this one. Really went after it over the fielder at short 4.
Much needed. We had 2 dots, 2 singles, and now finally the first boundary in the reply here. Crashing blade, up and over. Not quite where he intended. For Tawfiq. Look at that flourish and the follow through. Hand speed through the ball. Dearly love this to go for 4 or 6 with the double R's.
That's a very good hit. Intentions are pretty clear. Pitch it up, I'm gonna hit you over the top. 10 without loss.
That's right there. It's in here. We've got another game. Rangpur with this one. Barshal with another one there. Very important, this for the Tigers. Big shout.
Yeah, the problem Rangpur has, I mean, they have to win it to stay alive, and there's no question about that. Khulna Tigers. But Chittagong is with 10 points, I beg your pardon, 12 points. Lots of catch it, 1 bounce. So if Chittagong can win the next 2 matches, then they will grab 16 points. And at the moment, they've got a better net run rate than Rangpur Riders. Nasir Ahmed, left arm spinner. So it's important for them too, because they don't want to end up playing the eliminator. You want to finish up, because they started so well throughout first 8 games in the pocket, but then started losing the momentum and lost 3 on the trot. And I'm not sure whether they're going to win from here on, because it's such a big total to chase. Yes, might, if there's somebody or a couple of partnership, a big 100, why not? But if they don't, then they're in danger of losing the top 2 spots, because Fortune Burishal is already there. And that's the worry for them. Oh, it's a good over. It's turning out to be good over. Just a single.
what's so fascinating about the tail end of the round robin. Comes down to those permutations where you want to finish. Oh, that looks a good shout. Looks a really good shout. Finger goes up. You want to review it? What do you reckon, Tawfiq? 𝗂𝗃 is going, I don't think so, buddy. I think you're gone. It's too full to sweep. Yeah, I think he's just going to have to head on back. That's what 𝗂𝗃 is saying. Mate, you've misjudged this. He's going to go. He's not going to refer it. Look how full this is. Sim, look at it straight on. Skids. Bang. Turn a bit. Head off stump. I think so. New ball. Zipped on through. It's the end of Tawfiq. For just 9 from 8. First one down. It's 11 for 1.
Now they've lost their first wicket, 11 for 1 in the second over. Never easy, but I'm just thinking about the impact. No, it's fine, absolutely fine. Just skid it on. A new ball, zips through. Good that he didn't take the review. He would have lost it.
Take him last. 296.
Flip in place. Mohammad Saif. Oh, nearly into the hands. Bit of a grip, bit of a turn. 11 for 1. And someone has to play a really quick fire knock here to give them any hope. Overs being bowled, they've only scored 11.
Great scenes here. Mirpur, pressure on. Look at that. Oh, the turn. Just enough. And Naseem, give it a rip. That's the other good thing about the new proud seam on the Kookaburra cricket ball. Just off the straight there. Now Hassan, see what he's got. Tall fellow. It's a bit of bounce. Deceptively quick at times. Solid action. Strong presentation at the crease. So see if he can get any nibble out. First one loosening up at 135 clicks. Very exciting here. Fans. Afternoon wearing on. It's coming up 4:45. Late afternoon.
Started well here, Hassan Mahmood. It's so much pressure when you go in and having a look at what numbers do you need to achieve to go and get past that target of 221. Rangpur Rider fans will be hoping they can see some fire from the bat early on. Movement here, coming back in, but still on the leg side. Managed to pick up a single.
Just to add to that, Atta, got no control of the coin toss, but it has gone the way of the Tigers, who desperately need this victory. And Talha Zubair will be very happy. Checking out numbers here. That strike rate needs to climb vertically big time for Saif Hassan. But certainly Mahedi Miraz and his coach, Talha, delighted with proceedings. That would have been part of the brief. If we can win the toss, we want to bat first in the sun, put a big score on the board, and they have. Shape, just a subtle bit of outswing. That'll be in the mind now of Saif Hassan. It's good length.
And I'm sure Mehdi Hasan Miraj would have discussed with his teammates after they posted 220 for 4 in the dressing room. Look at that team presentation, beautiful. The last 3 matches that Rangpur Riders have played, the scores of 146, 117 and 143. And all lost. So they know that they will be under some sort of pressure, and with that total, even more pressure. Oh, nearly plucked it out. But in the end, it just pops out.
I'm chuckling up here because I do think Hassan thought, will I get there? And all of a sudden he does. And it's one of those reflex ones where you think, oh my word, I've got there. Hang on, I'll just stick a mitt out. Oh, it was right there for him. Another afternoon that sticks right in the middle. The batter will feel aggrieved. Oh, look at it. Yeah, the emotion of it all. Thinking, oh, it was a nice pace, should have caught it. Always easier said than done, and you follow through.
Lovely over comes to an end. Just the 2 runs in that over. 13 for 1. Now just keep an eye on the required run rate. They're chasing a big target here, and in the first 3 overs, they've managed only 13. And they've also lost 1 wicket. He's the one in form. He's there now with that single. 299 and another one. Because he's picked up 2s. Now he's gone to 300 runs in this edition of Bangladesh Premier League. Correction, 298 to be exact. So he's the one in form, and he needs to make sure that he's the one who scores. Oh, that's a good shot. That is a very good shot. Even that fielder at long on had no chance. That's a good strike.
Well, at exactly the same point. I know it's the start of the innings and we're halfway through the power play. They were 30 without loss, the Tigers. In this area, treatment deserved from 𝗂𝗎𝗂. Big innings for this fella.
Yeah, he's a dangerous bat, I can tell you. Oh, he smoked that. That went flat. And if he gets going, then watch out.
Once again, left-hander looking for that side, the western terrace side of the Players' Pavilion. Yeah, flat. Look out, Mr. Arthur. Be mindful of the coach sitting there, 𝗂𝗎. They went too far outside leg. Got committed too early. Well bowled. Nassam.
He also was the player of the tournament in that inaugural GSL, Global Super League. Oh yes, he's enjoying it. He knows when he's hit that first boundary, he was in business. Immediately after that 4, he hit a 6, a dot, and now he's planted 1 down the ground for the maximum.
He's feeling his range here. Anything with a slight bit of air from the bowler. Nassam. It's this pretty sweet. Lovely. It's about 70 metres back down towards the sight screens here at Mirpur.
�85 meters, and he had to fetch it because he was not to the pitch of the delivery. So it's an excellent shot. He understands that even if you're not close to the ball, you can still go through the shot. And if you can do that, you can still pick up a 6. That's how good this pitch is all about. Batters will be backing themselves up to play it on the up. Finally, they find the ball.
𝗂𝗎𝗂 is bringing your old retro 1980s hairstyle back, isn't he? He's bringing the mullet back. Loving it, isn't he? Delightful. See you donning the utter, bringing it back. Some of us can't, of course.
Yes, Nasul!
Yeah. Good delivery to finish over, but 17 in that over after 4, 30 for 1. That over of 17 runs might just get them going in the right direction. Hassan Mahmood will continue second over. An inside edge, but he'll still pick up a single here. Yeah, 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 has been an excellent touch. Yes, he's been out because of a finger injury. But in that tournament, when the Rangpur Riders went on to win in Guyana, he scored 188. At a striker of 142. In the final, he smashed 86, unbeaten 86 in 54 deliveries. Into Georgetown. So if he gets going, and he's done it in the past. Even remember in New Zealand recently, in a one-day international, he smashed 169 in New Zealand. Not an easy thing to do because the conditions are different.
169. Suitors, come on, tell us what venue in Aotearoa? Was it that small little one at Eden Park? Oh, no, Saxton Oval. Yeah, nice pitch there too. In Nelson, top of the South Island. Smashing 169. Good stuff. Well, I just mentioned they were behind a bit. Now look, it's neck and neck after 4.2 in the power play. 33 for 1, the Tigers. Now the Riders are 32 for 1. Oh, yeah, gone for all money. Wow. Oh, the skipper.
Good fielder. He's a very good fielder. He just missed the stumps. Would have been curtains for 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. One-handed, in trouble, in trouble. Oh, just over the fielder's head. Never in control.
Wow. It has gone up into no man's land. Geez, it went up. It was a lovely change of pace, too, from Hassan. Clever bowling, good deception. Hassan, he is lucky. Very lucky.
Got enough on the bat to take it over the fielder's head. Afif Hussain. Well done. Well fielded. Got away with that delivery because that's Naeem Sheikh. But there is a deep square leg and a short fine, but if it's down the leg side, if it just gets a tickle and gets its fine, it's a boundary.
Now the old boy, eh? Sore on the knee after scoring 100. Take it easy. Landed just awkwardly on the old kneecap. Not a lot of fun, that. Land badly on your kneecap and smash the old patella tendon in. Rather uncomfortable.
This time it's an outside edge. It's safe again. They're taking chances. They don't have any other option. There you go. Come out from the middle part of the bat, but what is good for them that it just falls short of that fielder at third.
Another night that goes down your throat, doesn't it? So fortunate, but they got to. They really do have to throw a bit of caution here. Hassan, you got to get back to the stumps, Chief. Bowler, get back to those stumps.
What Rangpur Riders requires a couple of good big overs. They can pull that required run rate of 12.2 to below 10. A low full toss and he misses out. Hits it straight to the fielder. Oh, it's got a direct hit there. Now, was he lazy? Was he lazy? Mohammad Nawaz had hit the non-strikers and stumps.
TV umpire to director. We have a umpire CV for run out at bowler's end. First time to check the batter distracted by fielder or not. Just show me the run first. Satisfy fielder not distracted, take the batter. Go for run out, please. Side on. One frame back, just frame back. Just freeze the replay. Satisfy batsman well outside when bells off. I am ready to make my decision in big screen.
It's the rocket, OUT. Saif has to go. He's not happy. Gone for 6, 36 for 2.
Unfortunate, but there's nothing intentional from the bowler on that occasion. Iftikhar Ahmed, 286 runs so far in this BPL. Needs to bat out of his skin if they're going to go anywhere near this target. Falling behind already in the 6th over. Required run rate has climbed up to 12.47. Couple of wickets down. Very awkward position to be in, Sir Curtly Ambrose, for the Rangpur Riders.
Hello, Shamim. Yes, they are in a spot of bother.
Come on, boys. Yes.
I mean, 220 is a big total. And they haven't gotten the start they were expecting. So the pressure is mounting on the Riders.
Very good, boys. Very good, boys. Big shot coming in, lads.
They've never had a bad run after that fantastic start. They had 8 wins in a row.
Yes.
And pick it out. That's good bowling, tight, but that's a good shot too. Right down the ground to try and get on that half volley and drove it straight past the bowler for 4 runs. 4 very, very welcome runs.
My head was a little bit too full that time. And that was sweetly struck to the right of mid-off. All along the ground. Good shot.
Need more of those. Full toss, swivels round. And that has gone through. Very annoyed. That was Hassan Mahmood, the fielder. Could have done better. It's gone on to the boundary.
The head is not a happy campaigner. Wasn't the best of deliveries. If the car didn't get hold of it, but that should have been stopped. That should have been stopped. And he is not happy. A very ordinary effort.
Again, a low full toss, again trying to hit it very hard in the process, doesn't get the timing right, gets a single. Ends the power play. It's 45 for 2. When you look at the comparison of the power play scores, it's not too far behind. 6 runs behind, a wicket to more lost. Always the opportunity to recover. Signal Ravindra say that you can have more fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And they are at deep third, deep cover point. Mid on, deep mid on or long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square. Those are the boundary riders as we see Musfiq Hassan. 7 wickets in his BPL career, just into his 6th game. So he will be tested. But he has got that luxury of defending such a big score. Can bowl comfortably. Do not try anything fancy. Just do what you do well in your comfort zone as a bowler. That's a good ball. It's nicely stroked away into the deep. The batters have got to take the risks now.
is inching close to 13 runs and over required. So in terms of the Rangpur Riders, it's going in the wrong direction. And the flip side to it is the Khulna Tigers are very happy. I think the batters will have to have a go. They wouldn't want the runway to get much higher.
Anyone can do it. This man in picture can. You see, he just hits the ball very, very hard and races away to the boundary. He's looking good today, 𝗂𝗺 𝗂𝗃. Blasting the balls all around the ground. Got his second, fourth, the 50 comes up with that stroke.
Gave himself a bit of room, 𝗂𝗺 and played it well. Just got past that diving fielder at extra cover. But it's the tall order, but still a long way to go.
Indeed, long way to go, but 𝗂𝗺 𝗂𝗃, if he creates that momentum from one end, he needs the support from Iftikhar at the other. Oh dear, you see, that is the problem with these youngsters coming in, not having too much experience. First ball goes away, hit for 4. He wants to bowl it as far away from the range of the batter. In the process, it's a wide. Well, the power play wasn't a terrific one. There's some good shots across the line. And the peel with a good result. Now, that could have been taken. Full toss ball. 𝗂𝗺 𝗂𝗃 struck some good strokes. Couple of boundaries, couple of over boundaries. And now he tucks it away. This is good cricket. But his partner, Iftikhar Ahmed, has to replicate. Look at what transpired in the latter half of the power play. And that was the opportunity, just short. It was colliding with the bowler during his run-up and just got short. Saif Hassan, very unfortunate to get out in that manner. 45 for 2. Recent ones, best so far for Rangpur against Khulna. No is the call, and a wise one too.
Pressure is certainly mounting for the Riders. They're not really riding away. They're pedaling, but they're not going anywhere at the moment.
It's always going to be a tough ask when you're looking at the scoreboard, 221 the target, pressure on you straight away. Makes you do silly things on occasions. But I think these two, this partnership, are very capable of stepping on the gas, shifting gears and put the pressure back on the bowling unit. Very powerful hitters of the ball. 𝗂𝗺 𝗂𝗃, very classical, very correct. Iftikhar Ahmed can bludgeon the ball all around the ground.
They're certainly going to need to call on all the experience, because this is a tall order. Boundaries are going to be important.
Oh, what was that? He checked that shot, thought of having a swing at it like that, didn't come off. 8 runs from that over, 53 for 2. There's a comparison after 7 overs, 58 for 1, 53 for 2, plays 58 for 1. That's not too far apart. I tell you what, the momentum was created in the last 7 or 8 overs of that Khulna innings. Here's Mehdi. Short, wide. Got behind that properly enough, but not finding the gap. Needed to play it a little later to take it away from that fielder. Dot balls create pressures, and in this sort of situation, even the singles create pressure. So you've got to have, every 3 or 4 deliveries, you've got to have a big shot coming. And those are the boundary riders that you see for 𝗂𝗺 𝗂𝗃. Goes nicely played away, but once again, cover in the deep. Just the single. It's a mind game going on. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, so very clever, such a good performer with the bat, with the ball, leads his team well, knows and reads the game very well, and that's exactly bowled to the requirement. Iftikhar Ahmed with a big back lift, wanted to go big time, has to check.
Look at that. Was about to go for that big, powerful stroke, but was deceived by the pace of the delivery. Had to check.
Them up so very well, and look at 1-1-1 dot when you need 4-4-4.
It's getting harder for the riders. It's gone past 13 runs per over required. It's not getting any easier.
That's a nice looking shot. That leaves some nerves, and that comes from the flashing blade of Shommo Sharkar.
#1,001 fours been hit in this edition. That was a good strike, but that won't hurt the Tigers too much.
That is going many a mile. What a slog sweep, what a combination of shots. One through the covers, this one, he just plays it with wonderful commitment and power to take it over the top. 8 overs done, 6 for 2. Tawfiq gone for just the 9. Saif unfortunately ran out for 6, but these two have done well, 30 of 19. Mushfiq in his second over. He might be the bowler they'll be targeting. Good back of length delivery. And Shommo Sharkar is looking very, very comfortable, very stylish all around the ground.
That was the last delivery of the previous over. It was a mighty blow over mid-wicket for maximum. They need quite a few more of those.
Big swing. Ball going all the way over the top. Now they're on the charge. This is what is needed from both ends. Iftikhar latching on to that shortish delivery, and bang, it went for the maximum.
Anything you can do, Shuma, I can do as well. That's what Iftikhar is saying. That was a good blow. Over long on that time. Was well taken by
73 meters. Oh, now that could have gone to hand. He's trying to be a little cheeky, trying to guide that through the slips. In the process, almost got that ball to go to the keeper.
very good slow delivery. Trying to guide it on the third man. In the end, fell well short of the keeper. Not sure if that was the best thing to do.
Tell you what, this guy's a brave soul. After being tonked away for a 6, he comes back with a slow delivery. Cannot always be assured of the line and length when you try to bowl a little slower. Did it to a perfection, and almost and did induce the edge, almost through to the keeper for a catch. God swivels round, gets a hold of it, but it's going to go down the throat of the fielder, and he's elated. He has tempted the batter to have that little swivel, not enough on the bat, and straight down the throat of Naeem.
I don't mind being struck for a 6. Once I get you out 2 deliveries later, I can live with that. That's what Mushfiq is saying. Into the pitch. He got the height, but not the distance, and was taken quite comfortably in the end by Naeem on the 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 square boundary. And look at the celebration.
Angle.
They're just going to have a quick look to see if the catch was taken cleanly. I think it was. It was, but it's worth another look. Well inside. Well inside.
Oil inside.
No problems there.
Satisfied. Better.
So Rangpur lose their
I need
third.
to make my decision.
Decision pending. Could be an easy one, which says rocket out, and he has to go. It always has to be the bowler with you.
Well, why not?
Of course, certainly. Yeah, well, Mahdi Hassan, he can stroke the ball about, but he's come at a time of strife for his team. There's a period of rebuilding, maybe having a look at what the ball is doing. All the bowlers have used their slow balls very nicely. This young man has not been overawed by the situation. Got hit for 6, and then he bowled a dot ball, and then he tempted the batter Iftikhar to go for the big one, and earned himself that wicket. Oh, wishing for that one. The last moment, having a little poke at that.
Good delivery to the new batter, Mahedi. Flirting with danger. Look at him just hanging out his bat. 149 runs to get from 67 deliveries is not easy for the Riders. At this point, the Tigers are way ahead.
13.34 from now on, regularly. Just control, swivel around. There is a fielder just waiting to stop that ball from going over. Just a single to finish over number 9. 73 for 3. Mehdi Hasan Miraj has gone for a few. 22 of his 2 overs. Adil Islam Hong Kong just directing traffic. Getting fielder in at cover. A little push and tuck around the corner.
It's so funny, this game of cricket, Shamim. The Rangpur Riders, they were off to a flyer, 1-8 on the trot. And then the next 3, they've lost. And this is their final game. Strange game this is, isn't it?
You can say that again. Reverse, not really getting hold of it. Trickles away for a single. That's not going to do. Yeah, we call it the game of glorious uncertainties. And this format in particular always dishes out all the surprises. There's that attempt with the glove to it, Shomo Sharkar. This is Shomo Sharkar's 3rd game in this edition of the BPL. He's injured, but this is Mahedi on strike.
Yes.
Good bowling. This is so tight, so accurate, hardly giving anything away for the batters to work with.
He's showing good confidence, Mahedi, the skipper, because he's gone prior to this over. He went for 22 from 2. And he's still in the attack, which means he's backing his ability to contain and maybe even get a wicket in the process.
Yeah, good point there. Confidence in yourself. Just short, and that's hit away, and that's going to race away to the boundary. So just that one loose delivery and immediately taking advantage of it. Good strike from Shomo Sharkar. Races to 42 of just 22 balls.
Too short, too wide. Gave Shomo Sharkar all the time in the world to hit it exactly where he wanted to. And that's exactly what he did.
Now, that was very quickly through. Oh, now, this could be tight. Good pickup and throw. I think it was Hassan. They're going to have a look for the run out here.
TB umpire to director. We have an umpire to for run out for striking end. Show me the side on angle, please. Keep rolling. Freeze the replay. Batsman oil inside and bails up. I am ready to make my decision in big screen.
It's going to be 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, not out. Well run, he extended his hands and his bat to make sure it got there on time, beyond that crease. Direct hit, maybe he would have been in trouble. Swept that nicely. And there's a good pickup, good anticipation in the deep. Just the single of that last ball. 10 done, it's 82 for 3.
Things are getting difficult for Rangpur Riders. They need 139 from 60 balls. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 looking good. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 just missing out. Nicely cut away, finds the gap. Boundary of the first ball of the over, which means Mahedi will go and target this over. Hello, Tino. How are you?
Good day, Mazza. Classical late cut this and delayed the stroke so that he could get it between those two fielders for the boundary. Neatly done.
Down the leg side this time. Not the best of bowling. Easy picking for Mahedi. Was shading down the leg side and the fine leg was up inside the circle. Back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, overcompensated and looking to get the slower ball in there as well. And now this time he realizes that there's a fielder at 45. I need to get it finer. Very nicely done from Mahedi.
Change of field now. Short third goes back. There's the deep point also in place for the right-hander. Up and over. This is going to be over boundary. Wow, what a shot.
Ball 4-6. And concern on the captain's face, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Hassan. This is really well played again. You can see the deliberate effort to go up and over. Not at all did he try and hit that down. The 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's enjoyed that.
.72 meters. Yeah, Abu Haider really needs to come up with a different strategy now, since Mahedi is all set to go after him. Blood delivery, well disguised.
I was going to say that was the best option for Abu Haider. Pace off the ball, because you look at those 3 boundaries that have been scored in the over so far. Mahedi has used the pace, the late cut, the fine glance to the leg side, and then the uppercut. Have a look at that. That kind of execution would not be possible if there wasn't pace on the ball.
Just one fielder on the onside inside the ring at short fine leg. He's got a deep square leg, deep mid wicket and long on. Floor again. Taking the pace off the ball will be key for someone like Abu Haider, since the batter is waiting for the ball to come onto the bat. Seems to be struggling.
It's nicely bowled, pace off it, and you can see he had to just wait and wait and wait. Jarring of the bat while the hand is holding it, and those vibrations is what's causing that pain for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Good comeback from Abu Haider. After giving 16 runs in the first 3 balls, a bit of aggression as well from Abu Haider. End of over number 11, 16 coming from it. Rangpur 98 for 3.
One good over, lads, one good over.
Comparatively, 84 for 2 Khulna were. Wabal. Mehdi Hassan will be very intelligent and he'll understand that the slower he bowls, the more purchase he can get, the more difficult he'll make it for the batsman to get boundaries, especially.
Yes, boy.
I think it's a very good captaincy as well. He's shown great character. He's the captain. He brings himself into the attack, knowing the fact that Mahid is going hard at the bowler. Being an off spinner, he took that challenge. Taking the pace off the ball. Just 1 run from the first 3 balls.
Yeah, those 3 balls from 13.3 needed at the start of the over. It's jumped to 14.35 in just 3 balls. So handy.
Gone past the field at point, but will only get a single. It's been a very good over so far. After that previous over that went for plenty. That single also brings up the 100 for Rangpur. We need another 121. The second 50 coming off 32 balls.
One good ball, yeah, lads. Come on, lads. Yes,
Yeah, the highlight of this over has been the speed of Mehdi Hassan Miraj. 86, the second one was 93, and then 84, 86 and 85.
Very smart. It shows that he's thinking about his bowling. He understands the situation that his team is in and what the opposition batsman would be looking to do. He's made it as difficult as possible for them in this over.
Yes, Miraj bhai. Yes, Miraj.
End of a very good over, and I really feel this over could make a whole lot of difference in this game. Just 2 from it. Rangpur 100 for 3.
Come on, lads. Sir, can I throw, please? Thank you.
Seems like we are watching a boxing match, Tino. One side punching and the other coming back hard. We've seen how Rangpur Riders scored heavily before that Mehdi Hassan Miraj's over. And then Miraj, the skipper, led from the front, came in, gave away just 2.
Have a look at this. He's having a word with Nawaz and he's saying to him, take the pace off the ball. It's going to make it difficult for the batters.
Going for the second, takes it, but again, as you mentioned, taking the pace off the ball, Nawaz making it more difficult for the batters. They need to go hard at them now.
Yeah. That first ball, just 82 kilometers an hour.
Nicely played. Great execution. He's given a thump on that one. Mahdi will earn a 6er.
Yeah, now you don't mind the batsman doing this because that's an unorthodox stroke. There's risk in it. Although he's executed it well this time, Mahdi. But he's not going to play that shot 3 times in an over and execute it that well. but it's because conventionally they've made it difficult for the batters to play the normal strokes to get the boundaries.
Oh, straight to the field at cover. Oh, where's the bat gone? Trying to play that inside-out shot, but Nawaz was equal to the task.
The fielder was set back in the correct position, and he's trying to force it over extra cover. Lack of pace on the ball again, and a simple catch presented to the captain. Nawaz celebrates. Massive disappointment for 𝗿𝗵𝗫𝐻 Hassan, who looked good for his 27 in just 14 balls. 108 for 4.
Skipper 𝗂𝗚 𝗁 comes into the middle because of some very good bowling by Nawaz. And also good captaincy by Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who took an easy catch at cover to remove Mahdi. Really enjoyed that one. Rangpur Riders and skipper 𝗂𝗚 𝗁 really needs to do something special.
He's pulled his team out of trouble earlier in the tournament. Last few times he's tried, it's been too much for him to do. And it looks like it might be a similar situation today.
Goes for the slot sweep, straight to the fielder at deep mid-wicket. And Naeem Sheikh obliges as skipper 𝗂𝗚 𝗁 departs without troubling the scorers. 2 overs in this over from Nawaz.
Yeah, 𝗂𝗚 𝗁, normally you would see him try and go through these difficult periods and then try and hit out later on, but needing 16 in an over as soon as you walk out, spinner on. Very difficult to go against your will to try and take him on. Goes without scoring, it's now 108 for 5.
Mohammad Saifuddin comes into the middle. The 2 left-handers are now in the middle. Khulna Tigers can plan accordingly, and this is why he is here.
Yeah, 2 and 2. He catches the over, and I think now this is very, very difficult. Saifuddin walks out to the middle, almost got them across the line a few evenings ago. Tough task from here on.
End of a successful over from Nawaz. 2 wickets and 8 coming from it. Rangpur 108 for 5. Rangpur Riders struggling. 108 for 5. They need 113 from 42 balls. They've got Shomo Sharka in the middle, but he needs support from the other end. They're in chase of 221. Abu Haider to continue. Started off with a slower delivery. Hasan Mahmood at short third does well. Will only get a single.
Yeah, he's saved a boundary here. Hasan Mahmood just carved away at offside. Manages to get something behind the ball.
Now the short third goes back. That sounded good. That's out of the park. They need more of those, and Saifuddin is capable of hitting sixes.
Does he just have that glimmer of hope? Rangpur High Riders. Saifuddin, he actually hasn't hit it out the middle. These two can certainly keep us entertained for a while.
Taking the pace off the ball. The one that Saifuddin hit for the 6 was a seam-up delivery, Tino, and now he once again came up with the change of pace. Times you need to bowl those seam-up deliveries as well, or it's too predictable for the batter?
Yeah, it's important. You've got your stock ball, which is your seam-up. You might have a variety of cross-seam, slower deliveries. Some now have 2 or 3 different ones. But again, if you keep going slow ball, slow ball, slow ball, you become very predictable. Also got to just try and sneak in that Yorker, maybe the deliberate bouncer towards the end of an over to close it off.
Smash that away. That was a gorgeous shot, and with that boundary, 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 picked up his 50 of just 31 deliveries.
Yeah, the coach Mickey Arthur, a little smile on the face, which tells you that he's enjoyed this. Very well played, because there's 2 boundaries, 2 fielders on the boundary, beg your pardon, just on square and behind. Had to be precise to find the gap, and he was.
Oh, that was struck powerfully. Mehdi Hasan Miraj just spilled that one. It was traveling, Tino.
Yeah, it was traveling, and it was at an awkward height for him with the pace that it went at. His pace off it, and he slapped that straight at him. Well, he should have taken it, really. Hands were a little too hard, didn't give with the ball, and that's why it's popped out.
Nevertheless, a rare dot ball in this over. Goes for the Yorker, does well, Abu Haidar. End of the over, 13 coming from it. Rangpur 121 for 5. Paces says it all. They love Rangpur Riders, but at the moment, Riders are struggling. Afif Hussain comes into the attack. Wide delivery to start with. But the instruction will be clear to Afif. Take the pace off the ball.
Mm, 85 matches in his BPL career. Best of 5 for 21.
Short ball. And deserved what it get. 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 is not going to miss that one, especially today.
Poor from Afif Hussain. Lines wrong with the angle as well.
Better, much better. Not afraid to toss the ball up. Also take the pace off as well. Yeah, it was a long hop. And Afif knew it immediately.
Yeah, don't bowl there, not to 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 in this form.
Give some room, Saifuddin this time. Never easy for a batter. Especially when the bowler tends to take the pace off the ball, and with that required rate now jumped over 16.5. Pressure on both the batters. Straight to the fielder. A bit of misfield. However, will only get a single. 10 so far in this over. 2 more balls to go. This time he connected well. That's a biggie by Saifuddin. Second 6 of the over.
Yeah, what I like the most about this is the area that he's looked to hit the ball. He hasn't looked to go across the line with the slog sweep, even though it's a shot he plays well. Because he's going across the line of the ball, just gives himself room, goes straight over Afif's head.
Yeah, the idea was right from Edison Miraj with two left-handers in the middle. You bring in the off spinner. That's better. Dot ball to finish, but a big one for Rangpur, 16 from it. They are 137 for 5.
Well, at this stage, Khulna were 149 for 3. Rangpur Riders 137 for 5. In comes Hassan Mahmood. When he gets going, he really hits him the long way. There you go, another 6 from the bat of Chumbo Sarkar. He looks to be in fine touch. Now it'll depend whether he can continue to play those big shots. Yeah, he picked this slower delivery, was anticipating it. Now he's hit that many a mile. That's a good way to start the over. 16 in the previous over, and 6 of the first delivery of this over. Hello, Sir Curtly Ambrose.
Hello, Athar Ali Khan. 11 fours and 10 sixes in this Rangpur Riders inning so far. It's a good partnership building as well. 35 at this point from 15 deliveries. Oh, what a shot, but there's cover. Well, probably figured that was worth 4.
Alex Ross is the fielder. He struck that nicely. Really good piece of timing from Mohammad Saifuddin. Beg your pardon, Chumbo Sarkar. Yeah, good work. 6 at the first ball was played out of the park for the maximum. 77 of 28. They required just above 16 runs in an over, and they got that in the previous over. Oh, getting inside the line of the ball, and then he bowls a very good Yorker.
I can tell you that these final few overs going to be exciting one way or the other. Whether the Riders can get to that the target, or can the Tigers defend these runs. Some pretty decent bowling so far from Hassan. He struck for 6 the first delivery. Since then, just singles. That's exactly what they like. Once they can defend the boundaries, they'll be in good business.
He was desperate to get back into form, and he's got back to form with smashing 5 sixes and 5 fours in that knock of 67 of 39 deliveries. Yeah, he's looked the part right from the word go. He took a little bit time early on. Then when he got his eye in, he went all guns blazing. A good delivery, not allowing the batter to free their arms. Against Bodishal, remember they needed 26 in the last over, and it was Nurul Hasan Chauhan who smashed 30 in that last over. They needed 75 in the last 5. Can they do it one more time here? 74 from 25. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Again finds the fielder. Had to be a little bit more straighter. Went squarer. 11 in that over. 148 for 5 after 16. 73 is what Rangpur Riders require of 24 deliveries with 5 wickets in hand. Chumbo Sarkar is still there with an unbeaten 68. With him as Saifuddin. They've put on 40 of just 20 deliveries. But this required run rate is above 18 from here on. Looking at the points table, yeah, Rangpur Riders at the moment plays 2. If they don't win, then there's an opportunity for Chittagong to grab that position because they're up next in the next game. That's why it's so crucial. Khulna, if they win it, they will stay in the race. That's the next game, Chittagong Kings. They have to win versus Sylhet Strikers. Up next at 6:15 p.m. local time. Right, the chase is on. But it's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one. Can he do some magic here? It's been a wonderful inning. 68 of 40. Mushfiq back in the attack. Holds a heavy ball. Good start here.
Certainly is an uphill task for the Riders. To get 73 from 23 deliveries, not going to be easy. Can happen, but we've seen a few 20-plus runs over, but it's not going to be easy. Especially when he missed out on full tosses like those. There is injury closer to 20 runs per over required. Getting tougher and tougher for the Riders.
It was just above 18, and now they've only managed to score a single of the first 2 deliveries, and all of a sudden the required run rate has shot up. It's gone above 19. It's 19.6 now. Or do you start looking to hit boundaries here? 7 balls since the last boundary. Again well bowled, has gone through. He's been a little bit sloppy today, 𝗿𝗂𝗃 𝗏. He's a gun fielder. Don't make any mistakes. He's been a wonderful, wonderful player. Fantastic all-rounder and a very good fielder. But he's dropped a catch or 2, and he's also misfielded.
Probably anticipating a victory, so he's just losing focus a little bit. But he has to realize that it's not over as yet.
20 runs required now, the required run rate. He bowls a wide. 152 for 5. Thanks to that blistering knock of 111 from 𝗍𝗫𝗃 of just 62 deliveries, ensuring that Khulna Tigers had a big total on the board, 220. Playing around the wicket to both the left-handers. That's gone straight up in the air. Difficult. Oh my goodness, what a grab that is. Sensational catch. And look who's that. None other than the Centurion, Mohammad 𝗍𝗫𝗃. What a beauty.
You just can't keep him out of the game, can you? A brilliant 100 to get his team to a big total. This one went high in the air. He had to travel for quite a while and took it brilliantly. That's his 3rd in the innings. What a catch. Mohamed Sabitin is gone for 18. The Rangpur Riders in dire straits. 152 for 6.
Left-hander replaces another left-hander 𝗂𝗗𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 team captain. He's here because of this fantastic catch.
Never the easiest of catches to take. Kept his eye on it, and that was brilliantly done. Exceptional.
Well, what has he done here? Hang on. Oh, yeah, he's gone first ball. First ball he faces, he's trying to hoik it towards the onside, skirt of the wicket. And in the end, it's a simple catch for Abu Haidarani.
2-in-2 for Mushfiq. He's now on a hat-trick. Short of the length delivery. And 𝗂𝗍𝗄𝗃 tried to get it over fine leg. Only succeeding in spooning it up to the short fine leg fielder. And he took a comfortable catch. Golden duck for 𝗂𝗍𝗄𝗃 Tamim. 152 for 7.
Raqib Al Hasan, another left-hander. He's on a hat-trick. The 2-in-2. He's got a good figures in his third over. He's picked up 3 for 19. We haven't seen a hat-trick yet in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. Are we going to see one here?
No.
The low full toss. It was in the air, but in the gap, only be a single. What a wonderful over this is turned out to be for Khulna Tigers. Mushfiq Hassan, 3 for 20 after his third over. 153 for 7. They need 68 from 18. Raqib Al Hasan is on strike. He has to go big here, or else he has to get the non-striker on strike. Difficult job, very difficult. Abu Haidar. Well, he said, I'm not going to give you a single. I'm going to pick up a 6, just like that.
Slow delivery into the pitch. And Raqib waited and waited. That was back of the arm, but way too short. And it stood up. And Raqib just powered it over the deep mid-wicket boundary for 6. Good start to the over. The equation now is 62 from 17 deliveries, 85 meters. That's a big one.
Good start to the over also, Sir Kirtley Ambrose. They need 4s and 6s. They need a minimum of 20, maybe more if they can. Again, he goes over the top. Has he connected? Has he connected? Yes, he has. That's 2-in-2.
What is he complaining about? Brought a smile to Shoma Sharka's face. Back-to-back 6s from Raqib. One over deep mid-wicket. Notice one over long off. And look at the bowler, watching the ball sail away over the boundary.
It's coming to bat at number 9. Question is why? Has to be a wide because he smashed those first 2 deliveries in this over. Put some lovely licking hits, one down the mid-wicket area and one down the ground. Also enthusiastic fan. She's the one right in the middle. Yeah, smile. Beautiful. Again, he's eyeing to bowl that wide Yorker. This time only a single.
$14 already after 3 deliveries, really. And the rate, required rate is still 21. So even though you've scored 14 so far, it's not going anywhere in terms of the required rate. They will need a lot more than that. With 3 deliveries, they need at least 2 more boundaries in this over. Another white call just outside that guideline.
Yeah, the biggest over was a 16-run over for Rangpur Riders. This over, already 15. And there were 3 more balls left in this over.
She's looking a little sad.
Well ball, really good. Nailed that wide Yorker. This 2 more overs to be bowled. I'm sure Mushfiq is going to bowl 1. Going to bowl the other one. Got 1 was 3 for 20. So most likely he's going to go. Mehdi Raj has completed his over. Hassan Mahmood. Why not? Again. Very good. Very good. This is a good comeback from Abu Haidarani because he was smashed for a couple of sixes in the first 2 deliveries. He's done well. Yes, a couple of wides. Not a bad one, the last one.
Trying for the reverse sweep. Missed it completely. 24 runs per over required. It's going in the wrong direction in terms of the riders.
Again, that Yorker refuses the single. Shumo Shoka wants to stay on strike, and he will. 169 for 7. They're falling behind. 169 for 7 at this stage. Khulna were 195 for 3. More runs, less wickets. The pressure on. Right. Now Mushfiq will bowl the over number 19. Now a ball in the block hole. This is a good test for the bowlers.
What a delivery. Mushfiq 3 wickets in the previous over he bowled. That was the first to go, caught the deep backward square, right on the boundary. Next one, this was a brilliant catch. Absolutely brilliant. And then the last one was much easier.
Well, that's a top edge, and it might just run away for the boundary. It does.
This was the 3rd wicket for Mushfiq. Caught a short fine leg. And look at the celebration. Thank you very much.
He's been good. He's been economical. He has bowled in good areas, and he's also picked up 3 wickets. He was on a hat-trick. And he started well. The first delivery was a dot. Second was not a bad one. Got a top edge. It just flew over the top of the keeper's head. 48 from 10. Again, the Yorker.
What a delivery. He's bowling beautifully. And they're going to go upstairs.
TV umpire to director. We have a umpire's review for run out at striker's end. Show me the first side down angle, please. Freeze the replay. Batter outside the ground and bails off. I am ready to make my decision in big screen.
It's Rocket OUG. Raqibul Hasan has to go. He knew it because when it went upstairs, he was started walking towards the pavilion. Gone for 14, 173 for 8. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝐽𝐽 in the middle. I mean, this is brilliant bowling. This is simply fantastic. And knowing that batters will be looking for boundaries, he's nailed that wide Yorker. He is here because of this. It's really good work from the keeper. Mahidul Islam on gone, good throw onto the stumps and well shot.
Took out the dive, but it was all in vain. Now look at them. All fingers are raised. They knew it. And it's all over for the Rangpur Riders.
And it's a slower delivery. What an over this is turning out to be. Yeah, they would have been disappointed because when they went on to field, looked like that Khulna Tigers were maintaining a very healthy run rate right from the word go. They scored 51 for 1 in the first 6 overs. And they blasted 71 in the last 5, getting a score of 220. It's a slower delivery. Oh, how did that miss the stumps?
19 overs gone, 173 for 8.
Very tall in terms of what he did with the bat. I hope he's okay because there's a bit of a ice pack on his left shoulder. And they know it's over here. But yeah, trouble for Rangpur Riders. He tried his best. Shomo Sharkar
played a good knock, but unfortunately it will be in vain. Apart from Basisto, never really got the kind of support, and got to be cause for concern for the riders. They got to go back to the drawing board and do some reflection. Try and find out where they went wrong these last 4 games. Clean him up! What a beautiful ball Yorker from Hassan. Right up in the black hole. 𝗃𝗵𝗃 had no way of keeping that out. And he was castled. Disappointment on his face. And it's the end of the line in this game for the Rangpur Riders.
Well, now that's a peach. That's a peach of a delivery. That's a ripper. And they love it. And so does Hassan Mahmood. Pat on the back. Well played. White. Shomo Sharkar tried his best. 74 to 48. Rangpur Riders 173 for 9. Nahid Rana is the last batter for Rangpur Riders. Again trying to nail that Yorker. Turned out to be a low full toss. Yeah, Nahid Rana is here because of this.
Beautifully bowled by Hassan. They don't come any better, especially to an informed batter. And it's a question of will the riders be bowled out? Or will Nahid Rana survive these next 3 deliveries. Look at that for Yorker. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they would need to get back to team meetings and start finding a solution to their problems. Otherwise, more problems for them, for Rangpur Riders. Yes, they have enough points to qualify for the top 4. But they would have, once they started those 8 wins on the trot for Rangpur Riders, they would have hoped they'll finish up at top 2. It's still possible, but then you need other result to go differently.
I'm quite sure that Coach Mickey Arthur will have something to say about that. Because you're heading into the playoffs and you really needed some momentum. So confidence, that's Mickey Arthur on the left.
He doesn't look happy, does he? Neither does Mohammad Ashraful. In a very good performance from Khulna Tigers. That's it. Done and dusted. They needed a win. They desperately needed a win to stay alive in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. And they've exactly done that. And look at the number of runs they win by. They win by 46 runs. That is a big margin. Very big margin. Yeah, 𝗂𝗧cie 𝗵𝗃 will be very happy winning the toss, deciding to bat first, putting on 220, ended up winning by 46 runs. They'll be disappointed, Rangpur Riders. What about him? He was sensational with the bat. 111, unbeaten, carried his bat, and then took those 3 very good catches. Out of one was a sensational one. He'll be a relieved man, 𝗂𝗧cie 𝗵𝗃.
Khulna Tigers winning by 46 runs, keeping their playoffs hopes alive. Rangpur Riders, on the other hand, have to go back to the drawing board.
Handshakes in the end. Team Khulna Tigers will be happy, and on the right, Rangpur Riders will be disappointed. That's a highlight for the chase for Rangpur Riders. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 got dismissed early on, but then it was all about 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. It was a direct hit, and he was short, well short, 5%, but he kept going his merry way. He smashed 74 of just 48 deliveries. Needed some support, didn't get. Smashed some glorious shots on the offside. Madison came and played a few cheeky shots, putting one straight into the hands of 𝗂𝗧cie 𝗵𝗃. Chauhan went first ball. He picked up his 50. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. was lucky on that occasion because that was dropped. But have a look at this catch. 𝗃𝗃 out of nowhere, clings in down to it. Ooh, what a catch! And the very next delivery, gets himself dismissed. Yes, he belted a couple of sixes, then got run out. Good work from the keeper, 𝗃𝗃 on goal, sending back 𝗃𝗃𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃. And what about that feature of a delivery from Hassan Mahmood? The beauty of the delivery knocked over Sumo Shorter. Right, a win gives Khulna Tigers hope. They move on to 10 points. At the moment, it's Borishal and Rangpur right at the top two, followed by Chittagong and Rajshahi. Top 4 teams will qualify for playoffs. Yeah, we'll take a short break. Back with the post-match presentation.
বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ 2025 7টি দলের জমজমাট লড়াইয়ে মাতবে পুরো দেশ দেখতে চোখ রাখুন স্পোর্টস নেটওয়ার্কে
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗀𝗃.com.